Today we'll be talking about the Community Integration Questionnaire, the Life Satisfaction Questionnaire, and the Satisfaction with Life Questionnaire, which are all self-reported questionnaires. Each of these assessments fall under the category of participation in the ICF. Our first assessment is the Community Integration Questionnaire.
Initially, this questionnaire was used for individuals who have had a traumatic brain injury. Since then, it's been expanded for those with spinal cord injury, stroke, cerebral palsy, multiple sclerosis, and muscular dystrophy. It assesses community interaction as well as role limitations in 3 domains, including home integration, social integration, and productive activity. The age range is 18 and up, and the length of time required is 5 to 10 minutes.
Here is a sample of the Community Integration Questionnaire. It consists of 3 subcategories, including home integration, social integration, and productive activities. Hi, Miss Allen.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Good. Okay, so today we're going to be doing the Community Integration Questionnaire. I'm going to give you this so it has some of the questions and you can follow along. You're going to choose an answer, either yourself alone, yourself and someone else, or someone else. Okay? Any questions?
Nope.
Okay. So the first question is, who usually does shopping for groceries or other necessities in your household?
Myself and someone else.
Okay. Who usually prepares meals in your household?
Myself and someone else.
Okay. So can you tell me approximately how many times a month you now usually participate in the following activities outside of your home, okay?
Okay.
So shopping, do you do 5 or more times, 1 to 4 times, or never?
Well, probably 1 to 4 times.
Okay. And then, how often do you travel outside of the home? Almost every day, almost every week, or seldom, never, less than once per week? Would you like me to repeat the question?
Yes, please.
How often do you travel outside the home?
Almost every week.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here is a document that shows how to score the Ciq. It gives detailed information for scoring each subscale. Here is Sherry Pie's completed Ciq.
Here is an overview of the psychometrics of the questionnaire. Normative data is provided for traumatic brain injury, spinal cord injury, and stroke. The total scores and the scores of each subscale are listed. The validity and reliability are also listed for traumatic brain injury, spinal cord injury, and stroke. There are a few biased questions on the Ciq in terms of socioeconomic status and diagnosis. There are also cultural biases among different races.
Our next assessment is the Life Satisfaction Questionnaire 9.
This questionnaire is commonly used with individuals who have had a stroke, a spinal cord injury, a traumatic brain injury, or those who experience chronic pain. It assesses life satisfaction in several domains, including life as a whole, vocational, financial, leisure, contacts with friends, sexual life, self-care management, family, and social relationships. The age range is 13 and older, and the length of time required to complete the questionnaire is roughly 10 minutes. Here is an image of the Life Satisfaction Questionnaire 9, and as you can see, there are 9 different questions addressing the various domains of life. The client will provide an answer using the 1 to 6 Likert scale, 1 being very dissatisfying, 6 being very satisfying.
Good morning, Ms. Chin.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you. So today we're going to do the Life Satisfaction Questionnaire 9. So basically what's going to happen is I'm going to ask you 9 different questions that address different domains of your life, and then you have to respond using a scale of 1 to 6. So 1 being very dissatisfying, 2 dissatisfying, 3 rather dissatisfying, 4 rather satisfying, 5 satisfying, and 6 very satisfying. So I'll give you this paper so you can refer to the scale when I'm asking you these questions. Okay, so are you ready to start? Okay, any questions?
Nope.
All right, so first, how would you describe your life as a whole?
I'd say 5, satisfying.
How would you describe your ability to manage your self-care, such as dressing, hygiene, transfers?
3, rather dissatisfying.
Okay. How would you describe your family life?
I'd say 5, satisfying.
And lastly, how would you describe your contacts with your friends and your acquaintances?
I'd say 4, rather satisfying.
All right, great, thank you.
You're welcome.
To score the assessment, you can find the total average. However, it is often more useful to look at the scores of each individual domain, as it provides more specific information about the client's life satisfaction. Here is an overview of the psychometrics for the LISAT-9. Normative data is provided for spinal cord injury and stroke. The validity and reliability are listed for traumatic brain injury and spinal cord injury. One bias is that the LISAT assumes people have had experiences within each domain. Additionally, being available in only 8 languages affects its appropriateness for different cultures.
Our last assessment is the satisfaction with life scale. The satisfaction with life scale is commonly used for those who have had a spinal cord injury, TBI, or those in the geriatric population. It assesses life participation and quality of life. The age range that's tested is usually 18 and older, and the length of time required to take this assessment is usually 5 minutes. This is an image of the satisfaction with life scale. As you can see, there are 5 questions. 3 are in the present, 1 is in the past, and 1 is in the future. The client will answer with the Likert scale 1 to 7, 1 being strongly disagree and 7 being strongly agree. Hi, Miss Allen.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Good, thank you.
Okay, good. So today we're going to be doing the satisfaction with life scale.
Okay.
And so what that means is you're going to answer these 5 questions using 1 being strongly disagree, 2 disagree, 3 slightly disagree, 4 neither agree nor disagree, 5 slightly agree, 6 agree, and 7 strongly agree. Okay? So the first question is, in most ways my life is close to my ideal.
5 slightly agree.
Okay? And I am satisfied with my life.
5 slightly agree.
Okay. And then so far I have gotten the important things I want in life.
6 agree.
Good. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Here is a completed SWLS questionnaire. The way that you score this is by adding up all the numbers. The lowest you can get is a 5, being extremely dissatisfied, and the highest you can get is a 35, being extremely satisfied. As you can see, this person scored a 19, being slightly dissatisfied. Here is an overview of the psychometrics of the satisfaction with life scale. Here is the normative data for TBI, SCI, and the general population, as well as the validity and reliability for TBI, SCI, and the general population. For the satisfaction with life scale, there are biases in terms of interpretation of the questions. There are also cultural biases across countries.
Here are some broad comparisons between the 3 outcome measures.
Thanks for watching!